All right, let's jump right into this explainer. We're talking about something we literally do every single day, multiple times a day, eating. But it is crazy how little attention we actually pay to it, right? Today we're unpacking the science and the philosophy behind mindful eating. It's a journey from just running on autopilot to actually being aware, and it can totally transform our bodies, our minds, and honestly, even the planet. So here's a question for you. When was the last time you actually tasted your food? Like, really tasted it, instead of just, swallowing it down while staring at a screen. Most of us are completely trapped in this cycle of distracted consumption, and we don't even realize it. Are you eating right now while scrolling on your phone? Or maybe grabbing a quick bite in the car? Eating has basically become a secondary activity, just a pit stop on the way to something else. But science tells us this disconnect has serious consequences for our health.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the autopilot trap, then do the raisin exercise, look at mindful principles, explore the mind-gut connection, discuss diets for the planet, and finally, look at how all this leads to a healthier society.
Okay, part 1, the autopilot trap. Modern life really sets us up for this stark contrast. On one side, you've got mindless eating, scrolling, driving, rushing around constantly. Research actually links this heavily to anxiety and overeating, mostly because we're just completely ignoring our body's signals. But mindful eating, that flips the script. It's about being present, engaging your senses, and focusing without judgment. And it's wild, because it actually improves digestion and shifts eating from a mindless chore into a really engaged sensory experience.
Moving on to part 2, the transformative raisin exercise.
So, pioneering researcher Jon Kabat-Zinn, he's the guy who really brought mindfulness into modern medicine, chose something incredibly simple as a gateway to this practice, a humble raisin. Why a raisin? Well, because you can't just intellectualize it. This scientifically validated approach uses deliberate sensory exploration to bypass all your abstract thoughts. It literally drops you right into the visceral experience of mindfulness and actually rewires the attention networks in your brain.
Here's exactly how it works. Step 1. You just look at it. You look at the unique topography of the raisin like you've never seen one before. Step 2. You touch it. Feel its texture, its weight in your hand. And step 3. You taste it. But, and this is absolutely crucial, you don't chew right away. You just observe the sensation on your tongue and that intense impulse to bite down. Studies using functional MRIs show that doing this for just 5 minutes literally shifts your brain out of its default wandering mode and straight into present-centered awareness. It's a real game changer.
All right, part 3, principles of mindful eating. So how do we apply that to our everyday meals? Harvard's nutrition source highlights these 7 practices from the book Savor to help build a nourishing routine. Number 1, honor food origins. Think about where it came from and who prepared it. 2, engage all those senses, just like we did with the raisin. 3, stick to 9-inch plate portions. It's a phenomenal psychological trick to avoid overeating. 4, savor small bites. 5, try to stop when you're about 80% full, not totally stuffed. 6, do not skip meals, because that just leads to ravenous hunger and bad choices. And 7, keep a plant-based focus. These aren't strict rules, They're just great tools to help you eat without feeling judged or restricted.
Now for part 4, the mind-gut connection.
I want you to really lock in on this number right here, 20. It takes a full 20 minutes, literally 20 minutes, for your brain to register hormonal satiety signals from your gut. To put that in perspective, if you're a fast eater wolfing down your lunch at your desk, you're probably overeating way before your brain even gets the memo that your stomach is already full. Crazy, right? And the rabbit hole goes even deeper. When you're distracted, say you're typing furiously, or driving in bad traffic, or watching the stressful news, it actually triggers a low-level fight or flight response in your body. That stress response literally hits the brakes on your digestion. You end up robbing yourself of the full nutritive value of your food. But when you eat mindfully, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state. Your body can just relax and efficiently absorb all those great nutrients.
And this is not just some theory. As this quote highlights, mindfulness-based therapy helps people enjoy their food more and have less sense of struggle. Studies from Indiana State and Duke University back this up entirely. They found that instead of forcing yourself onto a strict, punishing diet, mindfulness just naturally reduces binge eating. It replaces all that guilt with genuine enjoyment and control. When you actually pay attention to your food, you just naturally need less of it to feel completely satisfied. Which brings us to part 5, diets for the planet. Now let's zoom out a bit because mindful eating goes way beyond our own digestion. It is a massive tool for fighting climate change. Look at this breakdown. When you make the mindful choice to go more plant-based, like just swapping meat for beans a few times a week, you're actively lowering greenhouse gases. When you buy local and seasonal foods at farm stands, you're slashing massive transport emissions. And by choosing minimally processed stuff, you're dodging tons of plastic packaging and conserving huge amounts of water. Basically, every mindful meal is a daily vote for the kind of planet you want to live on.
And finally, part 6, a healthier society.
The whole philosophy here basically boils down to this. Personal health and planetary sustainability are completely intertwined. A healthier you literally creates a healthier society. It's a massive, beautiful upward spiral. When you improve your own physical health and lower your stress, you're elevating your entire community. After all, we are happy if we are healthy and if the people around us are too.
So please like, share, and subscribe to this explainer if you wish for healthier friends and society. Truly, we are happy if we are healthy and the people around us are too. If you do so, if you share this knowledge, only then will we reach more people and create more awareness about these totally life-changing practices. To wrap things up, I really want to hear from you. If you want any specific topic in the upcoming explainers, please comment below. What part of this mind-gut connection fascinates you? Because honestly, the journey from being completely on autopilot to true awareness, it starts with just a single bite. Let's build a healthier, more mindful world together. Catch you next time.